everyone, and welcome to my little craft corner. I am Tabby, and today I want to flip through with you or for you through one of my latest journals. This one I called Sophie's Diary, because as you can see, it is very cute and romantic and feminine, and I just came up with the name Sophie that just came in my mind. And yeah, I think this journal could be a really nice diary because I have a lot of writing space in it. And in case you saw my last flip through Gervin, that was a more masculine journal, I would call it. And yeah, this one is the completely opposite, and I cannot tell you what I like more. I like this one for being so feminine and cute, and I also like Gervin for being so grungy and more with these bluish grayish tones. So yeah, I like or love, I have to say, both of them. But let's jump right in here. As you can see, I used a lot of laces and also a few dangly bits. I will show you later on in a little bit more detail. The cover I created from, I don't know, either a really heavy cardstock or a book cover itself that I just covered in some fabric. This is a normal cotton from a tablecloth. And then I distressed it with some distress oxides and stamped on it, and yeah, just give this grungy look, but still with these more blush pinkish colors. The spine I created out of this fabric in combination with just a scrapbooking paper quality, just folded once or twice. So the spine is a little bit more sturdy, but also keeps the flexibility that I want to create with this soft spine. And I attached it in a way that I didn't glue it together, but sew it together, so the spine and the cover. And I did it by punching holes in a distance of, I don't know, like 1 centimeter. And then I was just going with my needle through it, doubled up the thread, and went from one hole to the other one and just looped through the first hole and so on. I think it's a little bit hard to explain, but it's not as hard to do, trust me. But I can show you a tutorial, because for me it's easier to show you than to explain how I did that. But it's a really nice and different way just to attach it, and how it comes out. Yeah, as you can see, the topper I created again in layers of some fabric, rice paper, part of the printable, a book plate, some laces, cute little pearls, and I stamped a little bit on it and grunged up the paper. So for me, it's the perfect combination of grungy but still cutesy. And to protect the corners, and mostly just because it looks nice, I used these metal book corners. You can close this journal or diary, because as you can see, it is quite full now, but whoever will keep memories, art, whatever in here, I think it will grow a little bit, and then you can keep it a little bit more shut like that. At the inside, I just covered it with some scrap booking paper and again with another fabric, and I created out of this lace a pocket, and I used a hidden binding technique. It is the normal 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but I didn't stitch through the cover but only through this piece of fabric, what is the same as on the outside. But I just stitched it in here and then glued this fabric in the spine. So you cannot see the sewing. And as I mentioned in my Memory Keeper Part 2, which I will also link below in the description box, or will attach it somewhere here at the top. Now I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I sometimes have some issues to sew in signatures. I do it several years now, but I don't know, sometimes it's for me, I would do it the first time. And so it's easier for me to attach it directly to the cover when I have to sew through the signature and the cover and have to handle both. But just to sew it in such a hidden spine or hidden sewing, because I just have to handle the fabric then and don't have to handle the cover too. Yeah, for me it makes it sometimes easier, and sometimes I like the look of a cleaner spine without the sewing showing through. This printable is again by Ink and Page Journals. Hope I got it right. I will link her kit in the description box as well. So everything that I will flip through the journal that I can remember who created it, I will link it down in the description box and won't mention it again, but you can find all these digital kits down there. Here I created a tuck spot out of an envelope. I just cut it in half, kept the part with the window, and here we have a tag out of this kit that I just slightly decorated with this piece of fabric. And here we have a fold out that is also a really tall pocket, as you can see, and a little bit collaged journal card with some dangly bits. And I think this one is created by Rach and Bella Crafts, but I will have to look that up. Here I used some velvet, because first of all I thought the color would match really nicely, but it's also so soft, and I thought that would work really well for it. I also used some altered paper clips in this journal. Here we have a tiny pocket and another journal card. I won't attach it now because that will take me too much time and struggle in front of the camera. Here we have another journal card. All of them I left blank at the back this time. I thought whoever will get this could make the decision. Here I used a book page and attached a tuck spot that is slightly sticking out of the book page itself, so gives just a nice visual effect. Decorated it with some lace and a little bit of a die kite. This is from Sizzix. Also will link it down below, and these are some butterfly die cuts, but I don't know the brand anymore. But I thought it's just cute and delicate for this journal. Here we have another really beautiful lace that I think I used it up completely, unfortunately. And this is actually from an old bracelet that I used, and I just took a piece off because now I don't use it as a bracelet anymore, of course. And yeah, I just took a part off and attached it here, and I think it makes a really cute dangly bit that fits really well. I will take just this piece of paper to show you if I created some little pockets. This one is not really deep, but you can still fit in some journaling cards or whatever. Same as the last kit that I showed you from Ink and Page Journals. I just love this printable. Here we have just a little textured paper that I liked. And I created out of some packaging paper, just a pocket, ripped it here just roughly, and yeah, created this a little bit grungy look. And this one I just created from some leftovers as a waterfall notepad. Because we always need these, I think, smaller things to write on if we don't want to fill a whole journal page or whatever. And of course, you can always take these notepads apart if you want to use them as a decoration or whatever, or you're just writing down a note, taking out this part and use it somewhere else here in this journal. I used also a book page from an Edith Holden book. Again, one of these textured papers and a journal card out of the kit. Here I have again a really large pocket where you can get in large journal cards, tags or whatever. This is one of these nature-related books that I also like to use in my journals. And yeah, as I told you, a lot of laces, a few dangly bits. Isn't that just beautiful? This is it is just called craft paper. It has a more rough texture, really interesting texture, so I like it to get it into my journals. Here we have again a large pocket. It is a top-loading pocket, so if you like to have, as I have it here, things that stick out a little bit, it's perfect for that. And here we have a little notebook that you can use. And here again we have the other side of this packaging paper, just stenciled a little bit, inked this tattered edge, a more really delicate lace, one of these more narrow pockets, and again a little journaling card. More delicate laces. And here I used a rusty paper clip. Most of the time I don't really like how it feels when I touch it, these more rusty things. That's why I don't create a lot of things like that. But these ones just started to rust really fast, so yeah, I just took it like that. Here we have another journaling card, and this is a over the page element. Now I just attached it with a paper clip, but you can of course just glue it down or sew it down. On one side it is created out of a book page. It is created a pocket, and on the other side you have just a little bit of journaling space. I will attach that later. Again, a journaling card, and in here I've just 2 small bits just to decorate the journal a little bit and play around. Here we have another part of this cute bracelet that I took apart, and another of these from a book page created pockets or tuck spots, and 2 small journaling cards. You can either use for journaling or just to decorate the journal. And this one is a negative of a die cut that I thought might fit nicely. So don't throw away your negatives. You can also create something with those. And as you can see, a lot of writing space or space for being creative. Here I used one of these cards just to decorate this page. It is again a top-loading pocket. This is again just a tuck spot, a more narrow one, but still usable for just tucking in papers. Another journaling card, and this is a tag, also created as a small little tuck spot with a little bit of writing space that I just tucked in here. This is from another bracelet, also one of mine. I always used to wear these bracelets with with a lot of charms which were dangling, and I liked it a lot. But I don't know, I work a lot at my laptop, and nowadays I don't like it if these dangly bits just always glide over my keyboard. I don't know, it's kind of annoying, so I stopped wearing these, but I still love them. And now got it into my journal, so yeah, it just gave them a second life, I think. Look at this, isn't it? I mean, that is kind of a Sophie, isn't it? That's the name that I come up with when I see these beautiful illustrations. Another tag out of the kit, and another of these over the page elements with a book page as a pocket and a little bit of writing space. You can of course also glue it just down on 2 sides, or you can glue it down on 2 sides so you have another pocket, or you can just glue it down on 1 side and you will have a really large tuck spot. So also an idea, but this time I just attached them with these paper clips. This is another altered paper clip with a really cute little tag, more for decoration. And over here we have another journaling card. I also love throughout this journal to attach a few washi tapes. I always attach them with a little bit of glue, cause yeah, for long term I don't trust washi tape, or to be honest, it isn't created to last long term. It is just for, yeah, it's not for permanent use. And I created this little notebook out of some scraps and leftovers. We again have here some wallpaper. Oh, I already told you that I love to incorporate this in my journals. Yeah, just for small memories like tickets or a little poem or whatever you want to get in there. These are just 2 bookmarks that I thought might fit really well in this tuck spot. Yeah, to be honest, a double tuck spot. So this journal not only gives you the opportunity to write and create a lot of things, but you also have a lot of pockets and tuck spots to store your memories or your art pieces. Here we have another top loading pocket. This is just a piece of fabric, the same that I have on the cover that I used over here. And here I combined a pocket with a tuck spot just to give you more space to, yeah, store whatever you want to have in this journal. If you are interested to buy Sophie's diary and make it to your diary, journal, memory keeper, whatever, I will link my Etsy shop below in the description box. Just follow the link and that will lead you to Sophie's diary. And of course, you will find all my other creations there too. And so we are at the end of Sophie's diary. Here again we have this lace pocket at the end. Yeah, it's basically created the same way that I created the front. Yeah, and that's it for Sophie's diary. I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these flip throughs or some craft with me's, or maybe also some ASMR. So if you like this kind of a content and if you like junk journals, yeah, just give me a like, and yeah, I would love to have you in my right now really small community. I hope we will see each other soon in the next video. Until then, I wish you a crafty day. Bye!